What's up? Hi, welcome back from our Honkai Impact 3. Today, we're gonna continue the story of Durandal. And Merry Christmas, guys! But it's December 26 for me. Alright, let's start. The mods? Yeah, it's an organization that only exists in Shiksa's files. Alvitir was considered her warding. Do you know there used to be another civilization on Earth 50 years ago? Of course, every Valkyrie has learned about it at school. All our equipment, stigma, relics, divine keys, and such as the Abyss Flower are, are heritage from that era. Correct, they had unimaginably advanced technology, with which they made Mantis massively augmented Neotech integrated soldiers. Integrated with what? With Honkai Beast. Honkai Beast genes were inserted into theirs and therefore acquired superhuman strength. What? Honkai Beast genes? Like Ganesha and Parvati? Gee, what would the mantis looks like? I don't know. There's no image record of that, but I guess there would be some side effects. I just got back from a cold, and I really want to record. So, anyways, the organization that made the mantis was the moths. You mean Masha Durandal's wings actually have something to do with Honkai Beast genes? Maybe. Benair's got wings, for example. Wow, half dragon, that is so cool. So perhaps we are already very close to the truth. Master Durandal is not from the future, but the past. You mean she has lived for over 50,000 years? Yeah, she fell into almost eternal sleep with the fate of humanity on her shoulders and awoke after 50,000 years. Then she met the overseer and became the Shiksal Valkyrie. Everything she did was for her mission, so I think the story should unfold like this. Another guessing of her background. Let's do this. This was humanity's last stronghold. In the final battle, humanity suffered a crushing defeat. The nuclear bomb fired by the 12 Hercher had devastated this once beautiful planet. Poisonous air with radioactive sand ranged through cities. Land were no longer habitable, and the sky had been completely tarnished. The survivors put on thick masks and hid underground, between the cold steel walls. They were about to face annihilation of civilization. Mission content. Enter the life support pod. Mission code Pioneer. It was a brief given to Durandal several days ago. She knew it was her last mission in this era. Now she was walking into a deep tunnel. Wait, I'm fixing my headset. I am good. At the end of which a base full of life support pods awaited, and the other end of the tunnel led to the place she... Is that it? She once called home. Okay. The tunnel was awfully quiet. Each step she took as she approached the slumber of this era seemed to be triggering an earth tremor. Dot dot dot. The one who guided her here was another soldier of the monks. She didn't know his name. Everyone just called him the guide. Just as his code name suggested, his duty was to guide the pioneers to their own life support paths for the hibernation. Excuse me. Hi. Durandal had been communicating with the guide through a tablet. He seemed to be a taciturn man. How do you pronounce that? The messages sent by him were always brief. Durandal knew the reason behind these icy reticence. To ensure enough energy for the hibernation base, any non-essential power system had been shut down a week ago. The weapon system was the first to be turned off, then the missile, the defense system, the mecha, etc. They fell into eternal sleep, as their duty had already ended. Humanity no longer needed them in this lost war. 3 days ago, the communication system broke down. A soldier tried to return to the ground to repair it, but another soldier pulled him back. Then the first soldier understood. At this point, it would all be meaningless. Battle reports, operation plans, or words of consolation, none of them was needed when the end of the world came. The world had fallen in absolute silence 3 days ago. Guide. Base. Behind this gate, a few words appeared on the screen of the tablet in Durandal's hand when she came near a heavy, thick iron gate. Durandal nodded and then realized he couldn't see her. Good luck. The guide ended conversation before she could reply. Ended. The thought. Durandal hesitated for a moment, then walked straight into the door in front. It was the last conversation she had in this era. There's still time before the hibernation. Let me say a few last farewell to this era. Found an operation log. Log 9-1109. Date. Ay, operation. Last routine maintenance of the hibernation base. My duty is done. My next stop is, which is also my last stop. I'll quietly await my death there. Some Cobrans didn't take this ending well, which is totally understandable. No one likes failure, and no one could face death lightly. Nevertheless, Velos. The pioneers in hibernation will lead humanity to fight in a new era. But it doesn't change the fact that we'll have lost our era has to end here. Our Rumplet diary was lying on the ground. Messing handwriting. I don't want to die. At least not here, in this suffocating steel coffin. The rest of the page was smeared with angry scribbles. Durandal turned to the next page. I wanna be in a life support pod too. Though I know, even if I get in one, I won't be able to survive that long in it. Only Mantis can. Either way, I will die. Why does everyone seem so chilled about waiting for death in question mark? Why is everyone so okay about our failure? Maybe I'm being naive. Maybe it's because I'm only 23 and I'm joined the moth with my answering faith in them. I used to firmly believe that humanity would eventually win. After all, we have defeated Honkai so many times. But now I finally realize we had never won. That thought. Durandal turned to the next page. Everyone was comforting each other that the pioneers will lead future generations to victory. But what does their victory have to do with us? No one will remember our names. Our history will be forgotten. Our homeland, our loved ones, and our future have all been taken away by Honkai. Even if humanity could win in the next era, we won't be able to share their victory. Our civilization will be long gone by then. Maybe I should look further, look a visionary like our hero Kevin and Dr. May, and decidedly declare, humanity shall defeat the Honkai. But I can't. It just doesn't sound right to me. My life is too short for such a long-range ambition. I don't want to die. But if I have no other choice, I'd rather... The latter half of the diary was missing. The ink marks on the last page still seem fresh. What happened to the writer? Durandal took a glance at the activation countdown of the hibernation. I better go investigate. The footprint went this way. Wait. Go to the elevator. Wait. Go to the ass. March that ass. Oh wait, I can do this. Uh-oh, this is gonna be a battle. Bring it! Can't believe Honkai already got in here after the defense. The hibernation chamber should be safe, but I better take a look. Something. Ow. Bitch! The Honkai this in the elevator. This is so awkward. This is so awkward without the music. Well, I just put the music. Almost there. Oh wait, what the fuck? That's the exit to the ground. Defeat the enemies. What's that? A few pages of the diary were lying on the ground. Oh, this is the continuation. Behind this gate is what we called hole. Unlike this base made of steel, it was a real hole. Durandal looked in the direction of the gate, and though of the swirling sand and poisonous air outside, she had already forgotten what this once beautiful world looked like. She looked back at the last piece of the diary in her hand. I don't want to die, I really don't. But if I have no other choice, I'd rather die in the embrace of my homeland in this era. It was the last line of the diary. Durandal looked at the gate again. It still stood solidly in front of her, separating the outside world from the base. ... Durandal returned to the hibernation chamber, which remained as noiseless as it was when she left. Though there was still more than 1 hour before the hibernation activation, Durandal no longer wanted to wander. She scanned the room one last time, trying to remember the last scene she saw in this era. The silence between the steel walls hurt her ears. She let out a soundless sigh and walked toward her pod. Just then, the screen of the tablet started to flash. You receive a voice message. The guide sent her a voice message after her comm system shut down. She tapped the message and a male voice rang through the quiet chamber. She understood the guide's intention the instant she heard the voice. It was a recording. More precisely, it was a declaration that every soldier had heard when joining the Moths. In the recording, a man named Kevin Kaslana recounted humanity's history of fighting Honkai, the beliefs of the Moths, and their hopes for the future. In the deadly silence, he sounded extraordinarily determined. Humanity shall win. This was his last word, a promise of victory, which completed the pathetic side of humanity's crushing defeat in this era. The next moment, all noises vanished without a trace, just like the world's prosperity. Dot dot dot. Oh, she's angry. Durandal suddenly realized she had been clenching her fist and the teeth so hard that her knuckles turned white and her teeth hurt. She sighed deeply, uncertain of the reason behind her anger. Was it because of their defeat in the war against Honkai, or the fact that she had to leave? Maybe it was both, or neither. She looked at the screen again, but there was no more message. Her farewell to this era was finished. She closed her eyes. She fell into deep slumber. Gee, that was so dark and depressing. I get it why they put no sounds in that, because it's a quiet chamber, right? But I kind of feel it might be the true story. Think about it. Master Durandal is so special because she had been through so much, but we still don't have any evidence to back this story. To be honest, I knew from the start that this discussion wouldn't yield any reliable results. Fuck that. I can't read! Fuck's sake! After all, I've done so many investigations myself and found nothing. Maybe Master Durandal's past is just destined to remain a secret. But I still love to talk about it with other Valkyries. Why is that? Because it's fun. I love to hear about how other people see Master Durandal. She is like a fascinating book. Different readers would have different perspectives and understanding. Oh, nice one. Everyone reveres her and admires her. Everyone wants to know her story and secret. I mean, it's Master Durandal we're talking about. Our awesome squad leader. Yeah, squad leader. Wait. Alright, good. What are you two doing here? Huh? Ah! Master Durandal! Oh, busted! Busted! Sliding on the job. We're so sorry. I know it sounds ridiculous, but that was indeed what happened. The two Valkyries come clean about everything they had discussed. Dot dot dot. Oh no, the air feels solid. Master Durandal must be furious. We tried something top secret. I knew it. We are so sorry. We will take it to the grave. We swear. Please, Master Durandal, please spare our lives. We'll do anything. Calm down. I'm just speechless from the huge misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? Oh, nice form. The battle suit you saw? Looks like this, right? Whoa, the golden armor! The glow? I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I think it was this one. But isn't this your secret, Master Durandal? Are you sure you wanna display it like this in front of us? It's not a secret. I didn't tell you about it only because it didn't come up. But now that it's caused some confusion among my Valkyries, then I need to clarify. You mean you're willing to tell us the truth, Master Durandal? Yes, let me start from what happened last night. One day ago, Valkyrie Fitness Center. It was 4:47 a.m., the most tranquil moment of a day. The morning sun hadn't risen, but the nightshade had become thin. Night birds had fallen asleep, while sleeping risers hadn't awoken. Durandal looked up to the ceiling of the training room, which looked higher than usual to her. Lately, she always fell asleep at 11 and woke up 4. 5 hours of sleep sure wasn't enough, but she was used to it. She would feel better doing exercise and training here, rather than just tossing and turning in bed. She logged in with the username Durandal07. She had this account for a specific type of training. With the noise of a machine operating, the gray wall started to ripple and brighten. The next moment, she was standing under clear blue skies. Oh, the Hyperion. System initiating. Generating training environment. Ensure the stimulation started. Oh wait, what the fuck? Let's go! I dodged it, but I still got hit. What's this? What the fuck? No, I was. Ow. Eat this farce. Training mode complete. 70 seconds. Oh, 17. No! 60 seconds. Would you like to take a break, Master Durandal? Rita, what are you doing here? Rita glanced at the camp bed in the corner of the training room with a worried frown. You didn't sleep in your room for 2 days this week. I understand that you want to master the powers as soon as possible, Master Durandal, but straining your energy wouldn't help. What happened? Sorry to worry you. It was nothing important. Durandal walked to the camp bed and sat down. Rita then gently sat beside her. Lately, I've been dreaming of what happened 5 years ago. 5 years ago? You mean our joining the Sea of Quanta? 5 years ago, Durandal, who was an A-rank Valkyrie at that time, was ordered directly by the Overseer to go on a mission in the Sea of Quanta with... Wait, what's that? Overseer to go on a mission in the Sea of Quanta with her deputy Rita. The traveler in a massive, complex bubble universe where they met many people and experienced many things and finally accomplished their mission. For some reason, her body was connected to that bubble universe, and the mission was also the reason why she got the name Durandal. Yes, in my dreams there were also many things that didn't really happen in that bubble universe. They mingled together and confused me. I sometimes couldn't fall asleep because of that, so I just come here to kill some time. Sounds like you're under too much pressure, Master Durandal. Insomnia and unsound slumber is bad for your health. Would you like some melatonin? Thank you, Rita, but I don't think it's pressure. It feels more like what athletes would feel before a very important sport event. Anxious. but also excited about a great chance to prove themselves. 5 years ago, I came to HQ with the aspiration to be a strong Valkyrie and protect as many people as I can. All I ever considered was to give it my best shot on everything. I can't stand any regret that stems from not trying hard. I still remember you said that my personality makes me unsuitable for my job. But every decision you made turned out to be good. You've proven that you are a great leader of Immortal Blades. You've changed a lot these years. I even worried that you might be pushing yourself to be a smileless squad leader. I sometimes had this feeling too, but after these sleepless nights, I started to realize that I never change. She raised her right arm, her golden gauntlet shining in the light. At this very moment, in that world connected with me, there are skies, oceans, and people waiting to embrace the first glimmer of dawn. It was my own choice to shoulder the responsibility of the survival of an entire world. I never regretted this choice. Maybe I'll change a lot after another 5 or 10 years. But no matter how many years have passed, that world and what I have experienced, there will always be a part of me until I fulfill my promise. And that journey also shaped Durandal. Durandal gazed at Rita with her blue eyes. Sorry for being all mushy and sentimental. But I'm glad that I still clearly remember all this. The journey with you is the best thing that ever happened to me. I feel the same, Master Bianca. It's admirable that you always have your eyes on the road ahead, but it's okay to look back once in a while. Yeah, it feels good. It's already the morning. Would you like to have breakfast now, Master Durandal? It's ready. Today I made let's keep it a surprise. But before breakfast, I think it's better that you turn back to your normal form. If other Valkyries see you like this, it might rise some unnecessary turmoil. Why? What's wrong with this form? You haven't changed a bit, Master Durandal. Huh? Back to now. It's about everything. So in short, this is a form that I can turn into when I'm use the energy of that bubble universe. In this form, I can even travel through the Sea of Quanta, but there's a time limit, of course. Theoretically, anyone who has stable connection with the Sea of Quanta can utilize such powers. I only understand like half of what you said, but sounds like the moths is off the table. So is magic, girl, there is no magic in the world after all. Sigh. Haha, I didn't say your stories were absolutely impossible. I mean, I didn't even know my past. Leaving aside the alien and the future girl stories, maybe I really have something to do with the previous era or magic girl. Really? You don't even know your past? Wouldn't you be curious? I am curious, but I can live with it. Actually, I think it's kind of fun to not know my past. To me, it's a similar question as what's for dinner? What's worth a while of discussion, but nothing more. Huh? But that's your life. How can who am I and what's for dinner be equally important? Then how do you define the question, who am I? Huh? If it's a question about names, then the answer is Bianca Tegina. If it's about profession, I'm a Valkyrie working for Shiksal. But neither of them is the answer to this question. To me, what's my past was like doesn't really matter. Oh, guys. Hear it from her. Past doesn't matter. From who you are is who you are. Right now, right here. Right now. So what matters is the future. Wow, that was so cool, Master Durandal. You rock. Oh, those are rocks. Yeah, those Titi's rocks. Yeah, I'm gonna write this down. Anyway, does anyone else know about this? Actually, everyone is talking about this. Oh, I guess I'll have to clarify and apologize to the girls. This is too big a misunderstanding. Maybe I need to call a meeting or make a public statement. Anyway, you two can go back to work now. Roger! They stood to attention and saluted Durandal, and then walked towards the exit. Their shadows lengthened as they left. 5 years ago, in this very corridor, there was also a girl who went forward without looking back. Rita was right. It indeed raised turmoil. Guess I'll need to listen to her more. Ah, the water is fine! That's so cute. I just handled it pretty well, I think. This episode should be over soon. Oh, last episode, guys! Last episode! Ellie. Meet Durandal. Have you heard of it? Heard of what? That thing you didn't know? What thing? You have to make me say it out loud, huh? Alright, it's Master Durandal is not a human. Ay, what? This again? Uh-oh. Is this it? Yeah, I know what to do. Love. Discard the useless. Delete the fallacious. Life process ceases. Erase all. That's the Divine Emperor that rules the Sky People. The one that brought apocalypse to the Dust Era in the distant future. The seed of Doomsday and the Witch of Origin. And my former comrade in arms. Can anyone tell me what is going on here? Time is running out. I'll be brief. This world isn't real, and you are the only real human being here. Everything here is data generated by the program. This is a world in a box, created to save human civilization. In reality, human has fallen into sheer despair. The only way left to try was to make all possible simulation of their world to find a solution. But this time, a bug called selfhood appeared in the simulation. Numbers 161014. This is the name of this world, which unfortunately had been assessed as defective and unqualified. The calculation is about to reset and everything here will vanish. And you, Durandal, are the promoter sent here to run this instruction. What? I understand your feeling of shock. I myself just knew about this too. You might be at a loss, but that feeling is also one of the instructions you receive from the program. Don't submit to it. Try to understand, feel, and believe on your own. Trust us and trust everything you see in this world. Love, creator, watcher, arbiter, executioner. We survive, you die. All anti-entropy members have fallen, and Shixal is also in dire situation. 6 of our 7 branches have gone, and you two are the only Valkyries who can still fight. The Witch of Shokma is dead. The Witch of Bina is in eternal slumber. The Witch of Had betrayed us. The Witch of Shes collapsed. The Witch of Gavara lost her wings and could no longer soar. The Witch of Keter fell into the abyss and never returned. The Witch of Yesod built a ladder to the sky with her flesh, and the Witch of Malko melted the latch with her soul. We are the only two left, Master Durandal. They didn't sacrifice in vain. The 7 pillars have burnt down, and the 13 deities have fallen. The latch is off, and the time of ascension has come. No one in this world can save this world. No one in this world can save this world, but you are different. Master Durandal, please help us. I still have no idea what is going on here, but all I need to do is beat this thing, right? Yay! Fuck them up! Come here! What if I do this? Oh, I can't! Ow. I'm lagging! Because I'm downloading Phasmophobia! Come here! Oh wait, no! Show that. Master Durandal's attack is working. No, we only defeated its physical form, but the program is still running. This world is still disintegrating. We are from this world, so there's nothing we can do to stop disturbance coming from outside. There's one last solution. You're part of it, Durandal. You are from the outside this world, just like it. You can override its authority, replace it, and create a new datum anchor for this world. But doing so would connect you with this world forever. This world will continue to exist as long as you're alive, but the disintegration will reboot the instant you die. It's too heavy a burden for an outsider to bear. No need to say more. I like this world, as well as the people I met here. So I don't want the world to end. Maybe it's not a real world. But the feelings, emotions, and goodness of human nature that I've seen here are all true. Though my journey here has come to an end, I wish I can still protect it till the last day of my life. Oh, look at this! Kevin Caslana! Courage. Who are you? Intuition. Freedom. Ethics. Prosperity. Reason. Dominance. For the people I like, and their friends and loved ones too. For anyone. Look at that. I'm gonna make this my wallpaper. For anyone who understands and respects the meaning of humanity. They have touched me, and I will protect them with my life. Holy Blade, if you can still hear me, and if you still believe I'm a worthy owner of you. Now it's time to break our limits. Thought. Meanwhile, somewhere in Shixal HQ, do you have any clue about the recent whispered rumor among the Valkyries, Master Durandal? Huh? That's it? I'm downloading Phasmophobia, that's why it's lagging. Ah, that's a no. Okay, that was a good side story, and Thank you, Mihoyo, for adding this story. And that's it. Oh, I'll see you in 4 days. Alright, thank you for watching. And as always, I hope you liked the video. Peace out. Bye.